I can't do this anymore. Hey everyone, it's Deli here, rub my belly, and welcome to another patch update video. Today we have had a brand new patch for sim players on PC, and I'm here to let you guys know it's time to update your games. Now I've got to say real quick that this is a little bit of a janky patch. However, there is one really exciting part of it, and that is that we do have more picture frames, which I've really been wanting in The Sims 4. I'm so glad that's here, and also the ability to put frames on surfaces, and that is really such a lovely little detail to the game, so I'm really excited about that. Let's jump into it. Of course, as always, I will link the patch notes in the description down below because there are other things that have been patched that I won't really go through that are more specific. So if there's something you're really hanging out to see if it's fixed, you can click on that link and see everything that's been fixed in a little bit more detail. Anyway, this is a house that we renovated in my abandoned home challenge, so you can check that out. But spoiler alert, this is pretty much how it ends up. I thought this family would be really nice to take a look at because it's such a cute little family and they really need some family pictures on their walls. Especially this wall over here, it's one that we made, and I feel like we need to put some pictures onto it. So let's have a look. Let's maybe delete this bad boy and put a couple of our feathers. If you find feathers around Brindleton Bay with cats and dogs, you can actually put them in frames, which is quite a nice addition to the game, just in case you're wondering, what are those feathers? Anyway, let's get Mommy to maybe go over here, use her phone to take some pictures in the entertainment category. So we can take a photo with our hubby, Scotty. Let's find our hubby and have a little moment together. So they're gonna take a selfie. As always, this isn't anything new. This camera's been around for a while. We can just kind of take a picture. We can rotate it if we wanna chop half of our heads off. And there's also a whole heap of filters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 filters. Let's maybe do a black and white one for a little bit of a mood picture. Okay, so now we've got our photos here. Gabriella just became good friends with Scott. Well, that's lovely. Now, these pictures are just sitting behind my head in the inventory, so I'm gonna drag them over to here to the wall. Maybe we'll try both kinds and take a look at some of the new options. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. So if we click on it, we now have all of these new options. One is, of course, add a frame. Now, we've always been able to add a basic black frame or leave it without the frame. However, now we can update the frame to a whole heap of different colors. We have dark wood, light wood, red, silver, white, and yellow. Now, I was actually hoping we might have some different frames with this update. Unfortunately, we don't. But I think with the new pack coming out in Moschino Stuff Pack, we are going to have some more traditional looking frames. And what is this? Rotate photo. Oh, right. So this rotate photo option is one of the weird things, because if you rotate it, it just becomes like really stretched out and sideways. Like, I don't really get the point of this. What I assume is going on here is that with Moschino Stuff Pack, you're going to get access to more frames and multiple photos in one frame. And I think maybe you rotate the picture to fit it into that. That's what I'm guessing. But I think really what they should have done to make it a little less confusing for players is maybe just gray out the rotate photo if you don't have the stuff pack installed, because people are going to be like, wow. So that's really nice to see some different photo frames. I can also see here that we can set filters. Now, I don't think there's any more filters than what we already have, but I'll just count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we have 13? Oh, because of the existing one, I guess. But anyway, it looks like there's no new filters, but it is handy to be able to change the filter once the photo is already on the wall. It's not like you're just stuck with the filter that you already had. You can apply different ones. So that it's fun. You can create a copy like always, view it, you can remove the frame, and of course upload to Simstagram and sell to a publication if you have the ability to do that in your game. Now let's look at the most exciting part, and that is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. You can drag the frame, and if you want to have like a little bedside moment, look! Isn't that so cute, you guys? I love this. I'm just so excited. And look, you can see here that's got its little back foot there. And I do wonder if we can size it down. You can size it down with the bracket keys or size it up. So you can have teeny tiny pictures. You can have really big pictures. Just size it up to what you want it to look like. And then if you use the full stop and comma key, you can rotate it a little bit just like that. And also, if we want to make it look a little bit more finished and a little bit more beautiful, we can also do that. We can add a little lamp here. It really does look gorgeous, and I'm so excited to have these photos on shelving because we have some limitations with adding clutter on shelves, and that's going to be a really, really awesome item to use with that. So woohoo for photos! And if we grab this other one, a vertical one, this is what it's going to look like if we drag it over to here. So it does the same thing, even if you don't have a frame on it, it actually has this lovely like glass look on the side. It's very schmick looking. I think this will look really good in modern homes, so you can also do that as well. Cool, capiche. Okay, so now the other thing that we wanted to look at is the off the grid revamp. Now, the off the grid trait is obviously a trait for your lot type where you go over here. It was an update for island living. So you can select off the grid, and basically it disconnects all electricity and plumbing from your lot. So you need to last off the grid. It's a really, really fantastic lot trait, but it's got a lot of issues. Now, I was quite excited for this update that it was going to fix a lot of them, and it has, but it's still a little bit odd. And we're going to go through it and give us some feedback in case they're watching. One of the first things I did in this house was obviously, you know, I wanted to add some candelabras so they could light the candles. The first light I put in doesn't work off the grid. So that's kind of, you can already see that some of these lights are not functional when they probably should be, because to me those look like real candles. Maybe it says, I was gonna say, does it say in the information that's meant to be a lamp? It just says it is a bright glow of candles, so they're meant to be real candles, I think. Other items like this chandelier works off the grid with all of the beautiful candles. You know, these types of things, they all work really nicely. It's just a few things they're still missing. And it's just a bit unfortunate that that was like the first light I picked out and it doesn't work. I was like, no. So that is something that's a little iffy. The other thing is that I'm really happy about is this wash tub wasn't working originally, and now it is from Laundry Day Stuff Pack. This will work off the grid. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I love you. I just want to dance like that. So if Mum's in her room, she's near a washing basket, she wants to change her outfit into her active wear, so she's going to throw that in there. We can go to do laundry and wash it in wash tub. Oh, I think I put it too close to the wall. What? Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working in that corner of the room. I guess it was in the way. But she can, in fact, get that laundry, take it out here and do some washing in the wash tub, which is really nice, and then dry it out on the clothesline. So that now works all flawlessly, which I'm very happy about because that was a little funny that it didn't work when it first was shipped. So yay for washing clothes. Exciting times. Get that elbow grease moving. There's also obviously an array of plumbing devices that don't use plumbing. So these sinks that look a little bit more environmentally conscious will usually have a little description on them that says functional while off the grid. So that is really good. So this one's functional off the grid. I think this one from Outdoor Retreat, this one from Laundry Day Stuff Pack, as well as the base game one are all functional whilst off the grid, and they work really well. In terms of baths and showers, they have also correctly labeled more of these, functional while off the grid, which is really good. But one thing that James actually mentioned was because some of these base game items obviously have to be functionable, should be able to function while off the grid for base game players who don't have these other ones. It would have been really cool to just like put in an object that might have been, say, a water tank, just so you could say, oh, the shower would work from the water tank. That just to make it more realistic, because it is a little bit funny how they work when clearly they look like they shouldn't be working. So that's there as well. There is a glitch with toddlers. However, if you want to bathe a toddler, it says you can't give a bubble bath or give a bath to them. What you actually have to do is either get the toddler to ask a parent for a bath, or you have to get the parent to actually ask them to have a bath. So once you do that via the sim, it'll work in case you're worried about that. A little curious that they haven't fixed it so you have the option straight off the top. And our toddler's really angry now. Also, if you want to use some of these devices whilst off the grid, everything's going to be like quick and shorter because they're being more conscious of saving water, which I think is really nice. So you can quickly wash your hands and quickly brush teeth. In terms of stoves and cooktops, I'm pretty sure only barbecues are working off the grid, which makes a lot of sense. I believe now if you go fishing, you can put the fish in the fish bowl. We got excited because they said there was going to be an addition of an off the grid search in build and buy mode. However, it doesn't actually work for all objects. So I was thinking it was really user friendly in that you go to here, you select off the grid trait, and then you just tap in here, off the grid, and obviously there's a whole heap of categories that come up. I thought if you just pressed enter, it would show all the off the grid compatible items. However, it will automatically go to miscellaneous appliances that are available off the grid. So therefore, you only have these options here. So even for lights, if you're like, I need to get some lights in here that work off the grid, you can only actually search in floor lamps and outdoor lamps, even though there's a whole heap of like ceiling lamps and candles and stuff that you can also use. So that just seemed like a bizarre thing to me, because I don't know, like if they're player testing this, they'd obviously like want to check it out that it all works, but it doesn't. The other thing I think James noticed this was if you do go into one of these very restricted categories, to search for like a shower or something, it only comes up with some of the items anyway. The other thing is when you have a different lot type, say a store or a restaurant, you do get a unique amount of categories to work with that are dining specific or store specific. So I feel like with this trait, I wonder why they didn't just do that, like just add an off the grid category with everything off the grid or off the grid specialized items. Or if that wasn't going to work with this program build, then why didn't they do a lot type of off the grid instead and move it across to there so then it would have worked? I just don't get it. Like, it seems so easy to me. If I sit down, play my game, I want to look at this new update, I look at it and there's this wrong with it. Why is no one else on the team who like makes the game realizing that? Like, I don't think it should be that hard, is what I'm saying. Damn, I'm really like, time of the month is killing me. So yeah, I'm definitely harsh today. I'm sorry, but like, I just have some issues with the game, okay? I need a bath. I need a chocolate. I need a bath. And I need a good TV show and a wheat pack. I can't do this anymore. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm really, really excited for Moschino Stuff Pack to come out. I think it's going to be pretty rad. And make sure to keep an eye on the channel, turn notifications on, and subscribe if you haven't already, so I can show you guys the goods. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll speak to you soon. So.